Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. So in today's class again, this is the last part of multiple choice questions from the chapter measurement. In the previous classes, we have covered from question 1 to question 45. We have already covered 45 multiple choice questions. So in today's class, we are going to start with question number 46, which is our first question for today. What is it? Which is the closest amount of water Mona's watering can will hold when full? This is our Mona and this is the watering can. Now they are asking us how much water can this water can hold when full. When we 1 cup, 1 gallon, 1 gram and 1 liter. Now what do you think children? How much can this water can hold? 1 cup would be too small. 1 gallon is for huge amounts of water and 1 gram is used for measuring the mass. But here we are measuring the capacity. So 1 gram cannot be the answer. And coming to option D, 1 liter. Yes, it will be our answer. The capacity of this water can will be around 1 liter when it is full. 1 cup would be too small and 1 gallon will be too much children. Now coming to question 47. What is the time if it is 2 hours before 8 p.m.? What are they saying? We have to find out the time which is 2 hours before 8 p.m. Now 2 hours before means should we subtract the time or should we add? If we think we should subtract, yes or no, 2 hours before means we need to subtract. So 8 p.m. we have to subtract 2 hours from it. 8 minus 2, 6 and then 6. In options we have 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. So what should we take? Should we go for a.m. or p.m.? We should go for p.m. See 8 is in p.m. here. So 2 hours before 8 p.m. will be equal to 6 p.m. but not 6 a.m. You know the difference between a.m. and p.m. right children? a.m. is used for mornings. p.m. is used for afternoon, evening and night. Evening and night. Like for example, we have lunch at 1 o'clock, right? So we say 1 p.m. Then we say 3 p.m. till the time we sleep and sleep, that is at till 11 p.m. We also say 11 p.m. After that we have again mornings 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 7 a.m. I think you wake up around 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. So the morning part where the sun is up, we call it as a.m. and afternoon parts we call it as p.m. So 2 hours before 8 p.m. is option C, 6 p.m. 6 p.m. means evening time. Coming to question 48. Today is Wednesday. What day was yesterday? Today is Wednesday. Wednesday. Do you know the days of the week? In a week we have 7 days. If we start from Sunday, we have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. After Wednesday we have Thursday, Friday and Saturday. What are they saying now? This today we are here. Today is Wednesday. What day was yesterday? Yesterday means the before day or the after day children. Yesterday means the before day. Yes, yesterday means the before day. When we are talking about the day which comes after today, it would be tomorrow. So in this line, what do we have before Wednesday? Before Wednesday, we have our Tuesday. So Tuesday is the day that was yesterday. When today is Wednesday, then yesterday was Tuesday, the before day. In the same way, if today is Tuesday, then yesterday was, what do we have before Tuesday? Monday. Understood? Yesterday means the before day. So if today is Wednesday, what was yesterday? Yesterday was option B, Tuesday. Question 49. See, we've already covered this question in the previous class, but there we found out the capacity of a kettle. If you remember, there we find out the capacity of kettle, but here they are asking us the capacity of jug. Where do we have jug here? Jug is here, the first one. Is the question, each container, let us say this is a container. Each container can hold 1 liter. So that means this container 1 liter, 1 liter and 1 liter. What should we find out, children? What is asked in the question? We are asked to find out the capacity of jug. Jug can hold dash liters. Now if you look at the jug here, jug can hold how much? It can hold 3 containers and each container can hold 1 liter. Now when we add all these capacities together, what do we get? 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 1 3. 3 liters is the capacity of jug. Jug can hold 3 liters. Is this understood, children? Each container can hold 1 liter. Here we are having 3 containers. So the capacity of jug will be equal to 3 liters. That is option C, 3 liters. Now again a similar, the same question, but if you look at this second part, we are asked to find out the capacity of another, what do you say, another object, that is barrel. Where do we have barrel here? We have barrel at the last. Just now we found out that capacity of jug, this container is equal to 1 liter. The total capacity of jug is 3 liters. The total capacity of jug is 3 liters. Now what will be the capacity of kettle? Each jug is 3 liters. We are having 2 jugs. 3 plus 3 is equal to 6 liters. The capacity of kettle is 6 liters. Now coming to the capacity of bucket, again we are having so many kettles here. Each kettle, the capacity is 6 liters. Yes or no? Now when we add all these together, 6 plus 6 12, 12 plus 6 18, 18 plus 6 24 liters. How many liters, children? 24 liters. The capacity of bucket is, bucket can hold 12 liters. Now why did we find out the holding capacity of kettle and bucket as well? Because for barrel we need to find out the capacity of bucket. Again, do we know the capacity of bucket? No. To find out the capacity of bucket, we should know the capacity of kettle. So that is why we have found out the capacity of kettle and bucket as well. If we do not know these two answers, we cannot find out the capacity of barrel. Is this clear, children? Now again here, capacity of one bucket. Let me erase this. Yes, capacity of one bucket is equal to 24 liters. And here we are having how many buckets? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One bucket is equal to 24 liters. Then the 4 buckets can hold how much? One way to solve is you can add 24 4 times. 24 plus 24 plus 24 plus 24. Or simply without adding it multiple times, you can go for multiplication. 24 into 4. 4 4s are 16. 1 carried. 4 2s are 8 plus 1. 9. 96. 96 what? 96 liters is our final answer. Do we have it in our options? Yes, we have option B as 96 liters. So our barrel can hold 96 liters. I hope this is clear, children. First, we are given the capacity of each container. From that, we found out the capacity of jug. Again, using the capacity of jug, we found out the capacity of kettle. Now, using this kettle, we found out the capacity of bucket. And finally, with the help of this bucket, we found out how much can our barrel hold. This was question number 50. Now coming to question number 51. Ritu said the time was 10:30. Which one of the following clocks shows closest to 10:30? Now if you remember, what did we learn? We learned that the short hand is our hours hand and the long hand is our minutes hand. Yes or no? So from 10:30, what is hours and what is minutes? 10 is for hours, 30 is minutes. 10 hours, 30 minutes. So for 10 is hours means our shorthand should be at 10. Our shorthand should be at 10. If we look at it, here we have at 10, and even in option C we have at 10. Here in option D it is at 12, and in option A it is at 9. So option A and option D are not our correct answers. Now coming to the minutes. In minutes it should be at 30. For the minutes it should be at 30. Here we are having two. One is at 3 and one is at 6. Now both are not showing 30. Why are they not showing 30? If you remember, I said that to find out the minutes, we have to multiply the number by 5. 3 into 5, 15. 6 into 5, 30. So this means 10, 15. 10, 15, 10 hours and 15 minutes. And option C represents 10 hours and 30 minutes. 10, 30. Is this clear? Now tell me which options is showing the time closest to 10:30? Option C. What are the points to remember, children? Shorthand. Shorthand is for hours and the long hand. See, this is short and this is long, and the long hand is for minutes. And to calculate the minutes, we have to multiply the number by 5. 3 into 5 is equal to 15. Here 6 into 5 is equal to 30. Let us see what time is represented by options A and D as well. Now here the shorthand is at 9. So hours it would be 9. For minutes it is at 6. So 6 into 5, 30. 30 minutes. 9:30 would be the time represented by option A. And coming to option D, shorthand is at 12. So hours is 12 and long hand is at 6. So 6 into 5, 30. 12:30 is the time represented by or shown by our option D. And what is the correct option for this question 51? It is option C. Question number 52. Jyoti watched her favorite program from 2:15 p.m. to 2:45 p.m. How long did the program last? PM means what here? 2:15 p.m. and 2:45 p.m. means it is in the afternoon. Now what are they saying? Our Jyoti, she watched her favorite TV program from 2:15 to 2:45. From 2:15 to 2:45. We have to find out for how much time. To find out, children, for how much time did the program last? We need to subtract. This is the ending time and this is the starting time. 2:45 and 2:15. We need to subtract these two. Yes, 5 minus 5, 0. 4 minus 1 is 3. 2 minus 2, 0. See this, even if you remember in rupees and paise. Yes, so even here this dot should be in the same line. Minutes and hours should be shown separately. So this means 0 is hours, 30 is minutes. So how much time did the program last? 0 hours 30 minutes. That is nothing but, as it is nothing in the 0 in the hours, 0 in the hours, we can simply say that the program has lasted for 30 minutes. What did we do, children? 2:45 minus 2:30. When we subtract, we got 0:30. So 0 is hours. As we have 0 in the hours, we can just simply skip reading it. We only have minutes. How many minutes do we have? 30 minutes. So the program lasted for 30 minutes is our answer. Where is it? It is option C, 30 minutes. I hope this is clear, children. Question number 52. Now coming to question number 53. Which would weigh closest to 70 kilograms? Again, they are asking us closest to 70 kilograms. The animal or the insect here may be more than 70 kgs or lesser than 70 kgs as well. But from the given 4 options, we have to choose the one that will be the closest to 70 kgs. If you look at the options, we have a cat, cow, butterfly and caterpillar. Now coming to the first one, a cat. I hope you might have hold the cat in your hands at some time or the other. Are cats very heavy? No, if we are talking about small cats, they'll be very light, and if they are a little bit big, they even then they will be light only from around 1 kg to 2 kgs. That's all maximum. This would be the weight of a cat. So is this closest to 70 kgs? No. Option A is wrong. Coming to option B, a cow. Yes, cows are big, and even if you look at the given options, from the given options, cow is the biggest animal and it is the heaviest one. So this will be approximately equal to 70 kgs or closest to the 70 kgs. So option B becomes our correct answer. Again, if you take butterfly, butterfly will be very light. Yes or no, children? The weight would be something in milligrams, very small weight. And even caterpillar is also very light. So from the given 4 options, only option B, a cow, would weigh closest to 70 kgs. Yes? Coming to question 54. Which is closest to the temperature shown on the thermometer? Again, see here, children, what do we have in the temperature? We are having the temperature is still here. Are you able to see this darker line? Yes. Now where is it stopping? Till here it is 70, and as I said in the previous class, for every small line add 2. For every small line add 2. Yes or no? So from this is 70, this next small line becomes 72, then we have 74. See, this is 70, 70 plus 2, 72, then we have 72 plus 2, 74. So it is stopping at 74. The temperature here is stopping at 74, and if you look at the options, we have 60, 65, 75. Which is the closest to the temperature shown on the thermometer? Yes, is 60 closer, 65, 75 or 80? Which is the closest one, children? Yes, 75 degrees Fahrenheit is the closest temperature to what is shown on the thermometer. You know what is a thermometer, right? This is our thermometer. It is used for measuring temperature. Even when you have fever, when you go to a doctor or a hospital, what will they do? First, they will check your body temperature using thermometer. Yes, sometimes they keep it in your mouth and sometimes they keep it in your underarms to check the temperature. So this is called as a thermometer. It is an instrument. Just like for measuring length, what do we have? We have ruler, measuring tape, meter rod, etc. Right? And also to measure the mass, we have simple balance, digital scales. In the same way, to measure temperature, we have thermometer. And what is the answer for this given question? It is option C, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Yes, here F degrees, F means Fahrenheit. Suppose if it is written as C, we will read it as Celsius. F is Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit. Okay, Fahrenheit and Celsius. These are like we have meters and kilometers for length. In the same way, for temperature, we measure in 2 units, that is either in Fahrenheit or in Celsius. So if you look at the thermometer will be able to know whether it is Fahrenheit or Celsius. It will be mentioned on the thermometer. Okay children. Coming to question 55. What is the weight of each apple? Here we are having 1, 2 and 3 apples, and what is the weight that is shown? The pointer is at 300. The pointer is at 300, and what is it? Is it 300 kilograms, grams or milligrams? It is grams. 300 grams. See, it is written as G, right? So the weight of 3 apples is equal to our 300 grams. But what should we find out? We should find out the weight of each apple. That is the weight of one apple. When the weight of 3 apples is equal to 300 grams, then what will be the weight of one apple, children? Yes, we need to divide the total weight by the number of apples. 300 divided by 3 is equal to 100. So the weight of one apple is equal to 100 what? 100 grams. The measurement is given in grams, so even in the answer we'll represent it in grams. The weight of one apple is option A, 100 grams. Now coming to question 56. Diya spent 1 week at summer camp. What is the total number of days in 1 week? What are the total number of days in 1 week, children? Yes, we have 7 days in a week, that is option A. And what are the 7 days in a week? We have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then we have Thursday, Friday, and lastly we have our Saturday. And after Saturday again we have the same days: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and so on. So how many days are there in a week? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 week has 7 days. So option A becomes our correct answer. Now coming to question 57. Which is the best title for groups shown below? We have a bus, a ship, an aeroplane and an elephant. We have to find out the best title that will represent all the items given here. Option A, things that are big. Yes, these are big. All these are big or not? Yes. Let us look at option B, things that float. Things that float means that can, see here, the ship is floating on water, whereas bus, aeroplane and our elephant cannot float. So option B is wrong. Option C, things that are alive. Now from these given options, only elephant is alive. Only elephant is a living thing. All others are non-living things. So option C is also wrong. All these things are not alive. Now coming to option D, things that have wheels. Here bus and aeroplane have wheels. But do elephant and ship have wheels, children? No, they do not have. So again, option D is also wrong. So which is the best title for this group? Option A, things that are big. All these 4 things are very big. So this option A, things that are big, becomes the best title for the group shown here. Question 58. Weight of each ball is, if 5 balls. How many balls do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The weight of 5 balls is 10 grams. We have to find out the weight of each ball. 5 balls is 10 grams. Then the weight of 1 ball is equal to how much? How will we find out? Yes, divide the total weight by the number of balls. We have 5 2s are 10. When we subtract, 0 is our remainder. So the weight of 1 ball is equal to how much? What is the quotient? 2 is the quotient, and as the weight is given in grams, we'll write in grams. The weight of 1 ball is equal to 2 grams. That is, what is our option? Option C. Question number 59. Multiply 18 liters 150 milliliters by 5. Now see children, whenever we are doing multiplication or division of like this, we are having two different units of measurement, that are liters and milliliters. Yes, so before multiplying we need to convert it entirely into milliliters or entirely into liters. So we'll normally go for converting into milliliters. 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliters. This is the relationship between liter and milliliter. So 18 liters will be equal to how much? 18 into 1000 milliliters. Yes or no? Then 18 into 1000 is equal to 18,000, plus we already have 150 milliliters. When we add these two, we have 18,150 milliliters. What do we have children? 18,150 milliliters. Now let us multiply this by 5. 18150 into 5. 5 zeros are 0, 5 5s are 25, 2 carried, 5 1s are 5 plus 2 7, 5 8s are 44 carried, 5 1s are 5 plus 4 9, 90,750. So 9750, that is option D. Yes or no? So this is 90,750 milliliters. So when we have such a big number, the last three numbers will be milliliters and the remaining will be liters. Understood? The last three numbers would be milliliters and the remaining would be liters. So that would be nothing but 90 liters, 750 milliliters. That is our option D. And coming to the last question for today, question number 60. You are using a cup of capacity 200 milliliters to measure milk. How many cups will you pour to have 1 liter of milk? What are they saying? The cup we have has a capacity of 200 milliliters and we have to measure 1 liter of milk. We have 200 milliliters and we have to make 1 liter. Yes, for the ease of calculating, we'll convert 1 liter also into milliliters. Just now what did we learn? 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliters. So how many cups of 200 milliliter do we need to get 1000 milliliters? How to find out? We need to divide 1000 divided by 200. We have 200. If we divide, we have 200 5s are 1000. When we subtract, 0 is our remainder. So what is the quotient? 5. We need 5 cups of 200 ml. That means we need to measure 200 ml 5 times so that we arrive at our desired quantity, that is 1000 milliliters, nothing but our 1 liter. So our correct answer is option A, 5. Understood children? The capacity, the total measurement we want is divided by the capacity and we got our answer as 5 cups. And with this, we've come to the end of today's class children. We've come to the end of the topic. Visit our website www.aimstoday.in for other information regarding online classes, quizzes, live worksheets, DIY activities, English classes and coding. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.